Yeah, I don't know how it was for you, like, was from what you were, feeling or receiving or having inside, that how every time you were bringing something into the floor, how was for you, like,
Yeah, that's something that was so interesting that I found both in the experience in Spain and then also back here in Guadalajara, was that so much of the process was actually about releasing and letting go. It's fascinating to me because you talk about this mass dimension and sort of getting away from the ego into something that's almost larger than us.
mm-hmm.
There's something that's so liberating about this approach to the work, which and in my experience I've never had before,
Mm-hmm.
until I got to work with you,
Mm-hmm.
which is about letting go of any obligation to anything other than like you said, the state of it, and just that alone, that sort of state of calm,
Mm-hmm.
alone with the audience, is a show.
Yeah.
And and it's not about me and my ego or me as a performer or look at what I can do or none of that. It's about sharing, it's like giving, it's like letting go.
Yeah.
And I that's such a gift, because that's the kind of thing I want to do. That whole concept of creating things for and with the audience to give is, to me, is the whole point.
I was very excited to see every day, how there was a period of time at the very beginning, first day, second day, where there was a very interesting, not as a director, but as a pedagogue on theater, I was receiving, I was feeling, I was seeing the resistance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You didn't want to resist, but you resist in many, many things. And then they say like, well, I don't think I need to know if you want to do it or not, or if you feel like this or like that, because I'm not talking to you.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I mean? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this inner child that is Sally.
Yeah.
That's the name of this inner child that all of a sudden has a red nose because that's, the clown. But it's bigger. It's bigger than that. It's this inner child that is letting herself to exist. And all of a sudden, this new energy, this new you, this new person that is there all the time, but we don't let them appear because all of a sudden you just click. It was this moment, second day, third day, where you just all of a sudden you just are not that Meagan, but all of a sudden it's Sally that say yes to everything, that say yes to every proposition. You say yes to life.
Yeah, exactly.
And life is the main thing. That's the biggest idea. There's no ideas. The bigger one is life. Point. And from there, and love. And then from love and from life and embodying your existence, say, okay, yes, let's have fun, because even if I'm very scared, it is fun.
Yeah.
Once this resistance disappears, and then you're just on a flow, like you are, you spend 5 hours non-stop, you didn't make any break. It is interesting for me, the courage, in a way, the courage from the character, from the actor, from the proposition, which is, okay, I'm naked. Naked means for me, I have fears, I have insecurities, I have anxiety, I have all these toxic patterns that we all have, that belongs to our past and all that. And what about if I take all that and I put it there like a child will do, and share it with the audience in a very raw way, right?
Yeah, very
because
raw way.
Because you want with these people that you don't know at all, but you know them, because you decide to know them. Because at the end of the day, even if we don't know each other, we are all connected in a way, right?
Yeah.
And then you say, well, I am all that, and I want to, and I suffer all that all my life, and I want to get rid of this. So this is this step of decision, this step of courage to say to your community, listen, I have all this, that is dust, that is things that are coming from society, from family, from education, from friends, from partners, all that. I just don't want to be holding to this because I have to.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you just Sally comes to share this with the audience, say, hey, friends, neighbors, I'm taking a decision, and the decision is I want to kill, put behind in my past this person that I am and I used to be, and I want to kill this part of me in order that I give a space to this way of being, which is just I just want to be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's very, very interesting. I mean, as an audience member in that case, is really radically going against the tendency and the flow of how society is forcing us, and nowadays even more, how it's forcing us to feed, to be, to, oh, this is good, this is bad, you know, and then I have to respect authority or the, you know, the hierarchy of the matriarchal or patriarchal, and then it is great how the character is just in a very simple way say, you see how easy it is to liberate yourself if you just believe. So the set of beliefs that I used to have that were held by my ego, all of a sudden are in the hands of a child, and that's great because it's providing an energy and a feeling to the audience that is like, we should all try to reach this liberation. No?
I have to thank you for going on this journey with me and taking me for quite a ride. It's funny, one of the things about your process is it is about like getting you into a survival spot so that you can't let your ego play anymore. You know, you have no other choice but to lean in, right? So I'm really grateful for the experience and for coming along with me, and it's been an absolute joy and pleasure to work with you on this.
Same for me. It's reciprocal because it is pretty crazy process. Like just for you to trust me, and then see your faces every day and probably every 2 minutes. Like if you drink some vinegar, that you are like, what are you talking? What? and then seeing you going in a yes constantly, like, well, she's coming with me. Like, okay, she's trusting. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And then it was fascinating to see how we could reach many elements that came from you, but then of course come from you, but as they come, we need to treat them and we need to transpose and compose into a theatrical dimension, which is the mask dimension that I mentioned before. So that was great to you trusting me, and then for me to accompany you, like, okay, we didn't know how we start, we didn't know how we finish, we don't know how this is gonna be, but that's a very exciting life experience. So thanks for letting me accompany you.